Today we're going to talk about the Pelican 7600 tactical flashlight. Now, in full disclosure, the company, which my family owns and has operated since 1926, is a distributor for Pelican products. We really like their products and we've chosen to pick up their brands, and this flashlight is an example of that. However, this is going to be a non-biased review of why I personally carry a Model 7600 Pelican flashlight. Starting off, the main reason is the brightness. The Pelican 7600 flashlight produces nearly 1,000 lums, roughly about 944. On its high setting, it has a medium setting, a low setting, which honestly I find myself not wanting to use, primarily because to get to those lower modes on the white, you have to go past a strobe mode, which is on the bright intensity of nearly 944 lums, and is incredibly annoying and painful to those who aren't suspecting it. That said, it does happen to feature two color modes. Those color modes, and even the main mode, the white, are activated all via this button, but are selected via the bezel here at the top, which also features the charging port. The indicator on the bezel, when turned towards the appropriate indicator, here we have 3, 2, and 1, 1 being the white mode, and the lightning bolt being the charging mode, will enable you to perform the functions via the press of the button. So here it's in charging mode, and it's really nice that it actually comes with a indicating lamp. It does ship with a rechargeable lithium-ion battery and cable. And then, like I said, the two modes, green, which is number 3, and actually you can switch the modes by turning the bezel, and you can even split the colors, it seems, by having it in the middle. So red, and of course the white. Now, as I said, there are the other modes which you can get to by depressing the back button on the one setting. Now, the red and greens don't have this feature, which is just as well, because I said it's probably my one gripe with this flashlight. And so one press, then 2 presses puts it in the strobe. Now, I'm not going to let my hand off this because this is at 1,000 lums. Even though we're in a lighted box, it still is annoying, and I don't want anyone to be bothered by it online. So I'm going to keep my hand over it, but just picture the bright mode flashing repeatedly at the rate you can see here. And then beyond that, there's a dimmer mode and a even lower mode. But just for simplicity's sake, I'm probably not going to show those outside of this feature. So, all in all, though, this is my personal light. I've had it for over 2 years now. I'd actually lost it and it broke down. I was looking for it for about 8 months, couldn't find it. Finally broke down. Called up Pelican, said I'll buy another one. I personally bought another one, and wouldn't you know it, I lose the new one. And that same very night, while I'm looking for the new one, I found the old one, which this is the old one. This has been used for 2 years, usually in my pocket and or sitting on my desk or something like that. But I actively use this every day. I lose stuff all the time, and I find it really helpful to have a good flashlight to help find items that I've lost, except for when you lose a flashlight. So happened to find it on that very day I've lost the new one, which just speaks volumes, I guess, about me. But anywho, it is my personal light, as I said, and I love it. I've also gone through the trouble of setting this particular light up on our laser engraver, which you can see time lapse right now up in the top left corner of how this thing earned this mark. So I personally laser engraved this. Now I did put my company credentials on there because I do want to show people that our company is a distributor for them, and I don't want it to be misleading. But simply put, if we weren't distributors, I would have bought this light. It is a great flashlight. I highly recommend it. I've had and have carried in the past other tactical lights, primarily because I lose stuff and I find a flashlight really helps me to find them. So it's a great light. If you don't have one, you should get one. Pelican, they're an American company. Their lights are just superb, and they have a really no questions asked warranty policy. But that said, you really probably won't have a problem with this. It does have a rechargeable battery, and it also comes with an adapter to allow you to use CR123 batteries. It doesn't come with the CR123 batteries, but it does come with the little adapter, because there are regulations about maybe flying with a lithium-ion battery in suitcases and things like that. So if you have those issues, you can simply use 2 CR123s, and they are accessed very easily. The battery swap takes place via this screwed on end cap. It's got an incredibly good feel to it, very well sealed, and there's the battery. And so you'd slide this out, pop in the adapter, and the adapter houses the CR123s. And this is so well made, it takes a second to get the cap back on. But you can see the seal ring there. And on the subject of sealing, the units are IP86, I believe. IPX8, excuse me. These units are IPX8 rated. I've never tested mine. I doubt that probably works when it's on charging mode, so you'd want to probably have that turned to off of charging mode so that this area stays sealed. This does have a seal top and bottom, and it seems like there is a bit of wax or a paste inside this bezel to help keep moisture out. If you look at the light head on, you'll notice a red diode, a green diode, and then the main diode, the white diode there in the middle. Now I'll save us the trouble of turning it on, except for in the red mode and then the green mode. You can see there for a split second it shows both, so you can kind of mess around a bit. That's not really advertised, but it does seem to do it, so cool. Now, one other feature that makes this light really, really cool that Pelican offers, and I actually just got it as a gift from a rep, so once again, this is somewhat biased, but I personally had it now for, this additional item now for just over or under a week, but it's a shroud that actually goes on the top, like so, of the flashlight and turns it into a wand. So if you're out on the side of the road, or you need to help navigate a forklift or something like that, or an airplane, say they need you on the tarmac, you can use this as a guiding wand or to wave people off. Say you're helping park cars in a field, you know, for some event. This little attachment really can help out a lot. There it is on white, red. I'm going to try and do the split. There's the full amber split, which once again, that's not really advertised, so I don't know if that's good or bad for the light long term because of maybe an increase in draw. But there's the green, and of course if you turn it to charging mode, it turns the light off. Light on off is of course back here, and so forth. Seriously love this light. The shroud is the model 7607. We haven't got those at our shop yet, but the model number on the shroud is a 7607. That's it. It's got a little goofy bit right there. Well, that goofy bit allows ventilation because this does get pretty hot, especially on its primary mode. But that goofy bit also doubles as a sleeve, and of course the 7607 ships with a holster belt. So to be honest, I know it's a biased review, but I absolutely love this flashlight. It's a great unit. You should go out and find a place to buy it. Of course, I'm not going to promote our place here, but it is a wonderful unit. Pelican's made a great light. They make a great set of other items. We will review more of the Pelican items on this channel because I have access to them, and I absolutely love the brand. I use their stuff daily, and I've built project boxes using their housings. So if you like Pelican, subscribe to this channel. If you like this video, leave a like, subscribe. If you got some suggestions on this stuff or want to hear more about Pelican, leave a comment. Until then, thanks for watching.